Hello, friends. It's me, Katie Rubin, your humble, friendly neighborhood modern mystic, energy healer, divine light channel, Akashic Records reader, theater director, producer, improviser, all around lady of sass. I hope you're doing great. Happy motherfucking Friday. I have your 3-card spread here, and it is interesting and solid. We used a different deck today. This is the Akashic Tarot. As many of you know, I read the Akashic Records for my clients and use the energy, the high frequency, the high frequency divine light energy from the realm of the divine called the Akasha, which is the realm of God, to bring healing to people's trauma. So that's the work I do in one of my 90 businesses. As an Aquarius, I can't have one business. I have to have 17 businesses. I'm dynamic and crazy. I have your 3-card spread from this deck today, and it's really, it's good for me. It's a good one for me, and it's a good one for you, I hope. So let's get into it. In the recent past, there's been some kind of fated meeting. Some kind of, like this, the card shows it between two people, but it can also be between you and a business, between you and an idea, between you and a location, between you and a creative collaboration, some kind of fated karmic thing that has come to pass. Oh, by the way, I'm in a U-Haul. You're welcome. Because we have load-in today for the theater production I'm directing and producing. So when you're producing, you get in the U-Haul and you pick up the paint your damn self sometimes. Doesn't matter if you're the boss. You're not. What does the boss mean? As I've grown and matured as a person, I've really realized, like, I had a friend who used to say back in the recovery days, 12-step days, he would say, being a good boss means understanding that you are there to help your team succeed. So it's like, you know what I mean? There's no ego in being the boss anymore, because it's so true in my experience. If my team succeeds, my project succeeds. So if I'm supportive and nurturing of my team, and I do my job and make decisions when they need to be made and lead the vision of the project, then we're doing great. But tyranny and control freakism never really helps, because it doesn't help the team. How the fuck did I get on that? Oh yeah, I'm in a U-Haul. Why? That's why. Because teamwork makes the dream work. In the present moment, the creative muse is present. Sure is in my reality. And the outcome is the on-track card, which has some subtleties to it. So let's look into this. So the fated meeting card, this deck is very specific, you guys. So there's a lot of details. I'm going to try to fit this into this 10-minute space I have here. So a clock tower stands with its hands pointing to a few minutes before 12. A man and a woman approach each other, coming to meet at the time that was predetermined by their higher selves, who are shown above them, translucent and shining. With this card, you're coming to a very important relationship in your life. Either it's entirely new, or an existing relationship is being lifted to a much higher experience. Karma from past lives may have brought you together, so it's important for both of you to stay alert. Keep your individual and collective growth a priority, and act with deference and compassion to yourselves and each other. Deference and compassion to yourselves and each other. If you both honor your karmic course, this could be one of the highest relationships you can know. This card can also show a fated meeting with another about a work situation, a creative project, or an important purpose that you hold. That's what I was talking about at the beginning. This too is likely karmic. Perhaps it's a past life publisher, spiritual teacher, brother, or sister. Whoever this is, it's a powerful and promising relationship, so get ready. It's almost time. And that's in the recent past. The present moment is the Muse card. Let's do it. Let's stick to it. Let's hear what the Muse has to say about it. If I can find the page in my little book here with one hand while I drive a U-Haul. The present moment. The Muse plays a song of upliftment and imagination. What a delight. The petals of inspiration drift upon the wind, filling the air with light and creativity. This card shows a time of very heightened resourcefulness and inventiveness for you. Any creative project, new or old, I'm right in the middle of one. How about you? Can receive exceptional energy now, both from you and from the universe. Call to the spirit muses and let them join you and the creator within to lift your project to the skies. So call on your inner self and call on the divine itself, the universal flow, the infinite tree of awareness, whatever you like to call it, the wisdom of the ancestors. Call on it to support the creative output because it's a good time for it. And the outcome is, I really love this card. Let's get to it. This is the One of Scrolls, the On Track card. I've had this card come up in some really interesting moments in my life, and it's always pretty articulate of what I'm actually going through. So here we are, the One of Scrolls, On Track. It's pretty clear. A man at a train station looks over his shoulder at the signs that point to other tracks, but he has already looked at his maps and made his decision. He lifts his foot to step onto the train. Though travel or a move can be indicated by this card, the meaning is often about your choices and directions. You may have been ambivalent about taking a certain track in your life with regard to a project, a relationship, a career directive, or even a location. But now it's time to decide. Turning the page with my one hand, boom. Even if you're not quite as assured as you'd like to be, the engine is smoking. There is a direction that compels you, so get on board. You will not falter. Which direction? If you're tripping in your head, get out of the head into the below the head. Everything below the neck, neck and down. Where in your neck and down are you compelled toward? What are you compelled towards? What do you feel like, I gotta do this? I gotta. That's how I felt about this whole theater company thing. Starting a theater company, by the way, not easy. Definitely worth it. Satisfying, fulfilling. It feels to me like I'm getting to step into sort of all my gifts in one place. It's really kind of lovely. But it's the gifts I have like now as a middle-aged lady that I was not prepared for and did not really have before now. So for now, for today, what compels you? And remember, this comes up with clients a lot, with my healing clients. It's like we often feel like if we make a decision for today and commit for the next 3 months to something, that we're sealed in that commitment forever. You're not. Just commit for today and see how that goes. And then you can always hop off the train on another track. Right now, the cards are saying commit to the one that compels you and stick it out. But after that, once you've stuck it out and it's done, you can reevaluate. You're not married to anything specific. And if you are married, you could still reevaluate. You're allowed to choose. And you're allowed to change your mind. There's no obligation to stay with something if it doesn't work. But I guarantee you, if you go toward the thing that compels you, if nothing else, you will learn whether you need to continue following the path of what compels you or not. And something you will have done along the path of having been compelled will be an education toward the next thing. But people always want to skip ahead of the current thing they're compelled towards to, quote, get the answer. What's the right answer? Where am I going to end up? That's not how life works. Life is a series of moments in the present time based on what you're compelled towards in the moment that add up to a direction that you head in. You don't arrive at the answer. You're always heading in the direction of something. And as you go, you're learning and growing, and then you get to, what's that word? We all course correct and dial it in tighter and tighter towards more and more fulfillment, satisfaction, success, peace, or surprise, depending on what's correct for you according to your human design. Can you contribute to our GoFundMe? We open in a week. Can you come to opening night? We need you there. It's a very funny, very amazing play. Look up playwright Peter Sinn Nachtrieb, because he's the funniest motherfucker you'll see. And come to the play, because it's the funniest fucking play you'll see. How does that